Welcome in, everyone, to another preview of Ohio hockey, courtesy of OhioBobcatsHockey.com. I'm Justin Sampson, joined alongside Ryan Boyd up here in the mezzanine of Bird Arena, as always, here to preview the big matchup between Ohio and the Ohio State Buckeyes coming up this weekend. Now, Ryan, the Bobcats are coming off 3 successful contests on the road as the Bobcats took out Davenport and Oakland. Now they come in to welcome the Ohio State Division II squad, led by Wells and Fetzko, both leading the team with 11 points respectively. But the Bobcats, this is their time to really perfect those little things, as we talked about.
Yeah, absolutely, Justin. The Bobcats spent the last 2 weekends out on the road in some very hostile environments. They played at Penn State, then at Davenport. Even at Oakland's a tough environment to play at. So it'll be nice for Ohio to get back to Bird Arena, to have a friendly crowd behind them. And as you said, Ohio State admittedly is not nearly as talented as the Bobcats are. So this is a very, very good opportunity for them to perfect small things that they'll need down the road if they're going to be a championship caliber team. So you take out certain things at practice this week, you select those, and you work on them as you go against Ohio State this weekend.
Certainly the Bobcats have had success against the Buckeyes when they've come here in the past few years. The Buckeyes came in last season, the Bobcats took 2 against them, and on the same story 3 years ago when they came here back in 2008. But the Bobcats got Monday and Tuesday off from practice really to heal up, as this team has been absolutely decimated by injuries in the earlier part of this season. But it's good to see some of those guys coming back. Coach Morris said he really didn't expect anyone to miss a whole lot of time, and it's also good to see Jake Holzmer back out there earlier this week in that medical redshirt after he hurt his knee.
Well, Justin, I think a lot of people were really concerned when Ohio lost 2 games to Penn State. They thought that Ohio was maybe the premier team of the ACHA, but they have to remember that Ohio had a number of injuries. They really were affected by this, and now that they're finally getting healthy, you're going to see a much more dominant team on the ice. And this weekend against Ohio State, you should watch out for guys like Nick Rostick, Jake Holzmer, if he is to play, and see how they positively affect this team, because they're going to be a completely different unit on the ice, and they'll be much better than they were a couple weekends ago.
Looking like another opportunity for the younger guys to get a lot of playing time and more experience as they travel through the rest of this Ohio hockey season. Be sure to stay tuned to OhioBobcatsHockey.com, as Ryan and I will have the recaps of both contests this weekend, and be sure to check out FastHockey.com, as Ryan and I will have the call of both games at Bird Arena this weekend. But until then, for Ryan Boyd, I'm Justin Sampson from Bird Arena. This is Ohio Bobcats Hockey.